Hi, how are you doing? So today I'm taking a step away from talking about energy as the key message. However, something I know that we all struggle with is selling, but it, to me, selling does not come naturally, and I hate pushing the seller energy onto people, because if people do that to me, it repels me. So to me, I want it to be a natural process where I don't come across as being too salesy. So I thought I'd share with you some of the key messages that you will see not only on my social media, but on social media of other people as well. These are like the go-to phrases that doesn't make selling seem like such a sales pitch, because we all hate sales pitches, don't we? We hate them. So I've got them written down because there's no way I was going to remember how many have I got? 7 of the key phrases. So get a pen and paper, jot them down. I might put these into a PDF as well. I don't know yet. So the first one is, if you're talking about something that you're selling and you're in your mid conversation, you might even be on a phone having like one of those coaching calls before you actually talk to somebody, and you know that you need to drop in this sales line, this sales pitch, you need to get the other person into the energetic state of being open-minded. So simply adding in the phrase, would you be open-minded to the idea of? Would you be open-minded to the idea of us potentially working together in the future? Would you be open-minded to the idea of changing your diet? Would you be open to the idea of? And the reason we use this phrase is because people don't want to be seen as not being open-minded, so they will say yes, no, because, and then you know that they're going to say yes. So then that leads you into the next stage of your conversation with them. So that's a really nice, easy one, I feel. Now, the other one, which I've used this week on my social media, is there are 2 types of people. Type A or type 1, and you put in the negative type of person that they are. And then you've got type 2, which is like your soul client, and you describe them. And you ask the person, because nobody wants to be this type, you don't say this, but nobody wants to be type 1, type A, because you've described them in a negative way, but everybody wants to be type 2. So they automatically go, oh, that's me, she's talking about me, I want to be that person. And then you can lead them on again through the conversation. So phrase number 1 is, would you be open-minded to the idea of? And number 2 is, there are 2 types of people. Type A, negative person, and type B, positive person who I want to work with. And you get there, and you can even start your post with that, or you can, in a conversation, you can throw that in as well. Okay, moving on to number 3. Got a pen and paper down? Are you writing this? So if and then. If you want this, then you have to do this. So it's so easy to apply things to the weight loss market, isn't it? If you want quick weight loss results, then don't eat anything. It's the easiest one I can think of. Clearly I haven't written down examples to share with you. I've just written down the phrases. If you want this, then you have to do this. If you want, I can't think of another industry. If you want to save yourself time before your child's birthday party, then order your cake from me. That kind of thing. I'm not a cake maker. That was just an example. Please don't all rush to me to make your cakes. That you'd be very disappointed. Okay, so going into number 4, and this is another one that I've used, because again, it's not salesy at all, but it gets people reading, because the way you start your sentences or the way you engage with them on the phone is, I'm not sure if this is for you, but, or I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but, because people go, oh, well, what's she going to talk about? And who's she to tell me that I don't need to hear this? And it just engages people. Okay, so that was number 4. Number 5 is another very simple one. Doing this shouldn't be low vibe emotion. So running a business shouldn't be draining your energy. Is a great example as what I could use. I haven't used that one yet. Perhaps I will. So losing weight shouldn't be soul destroying. Losing weight shouldn't be this difficult. They're really simple ones. Apply it to your industry, and what can you come up with? Put it in the comments. Tell me. I'd love to hear one of these phrases, or tag me when you have used one in your business. Okay, so now we're going on to number 6. And this is bringing it back to you. So if you can relate to what people are saying and they can relate to you, you're going to create a better energy between you. So if you can say, I was once there too, and then follow up with specific evidence. So for me, it would be, I was also once a single mum. At the age just before my son's 2nd birthday, I split up with his father. And then you can go into details. You don't want to give them your whole life story, your whole soul story, just what is relevant to the situation that you're talking about. Okay, so that was number 6. And finally, this is where you're asking the listener, the person that you're talking to, the reader, to take it back into themselves, to relate to this. So it's simply imagine. So if I was using it, I might say, imagine if running your business kept you in your flow state day to day. Imagine what it could be like if you had clients running to you instead of you having to search for them. And it automatically then, when you ask somebody to imagine, their mind goes into, and you'll see their eyes moving if you're with them, into their like reflective or creative vision state. So they'll see what they want to see in the future. So there you go. 7 key phrases you can use in your marketing that will engage people and maybe even get them to get that step bit further along with you.